today's video, I'm going to share with you something I've never shared on the channel before.
It's something kind of personal.
Something you would never guess.
It's in my DNA.
I'm an identical twin. And in today's video, I'm going to help her set up her very first vegetable garden right here in South Florida. So I picked out the perfect beginner-friendly planter for my sister today. This is the Vego Garden EZCube self-watering planter. We also have the rolling cart on the bottom, which is going to give you a nice storage shelf underneath and some wheels so you can move it around your lanai however you want. And then we've got the trellis and the netting system on top. So if you ever want to plant some climbing vegetables like a cucumber in here, you'll be able to have the support already built in. The netting on top is going to do two things. It's a shade cloth for the South Florida intense sun, and it's also going to act as an insect barrier to keep any of the pests out of your garden. That's amazing. I won't have to worry about bugs. Yeah, and the best part, in my opinion, is that you don't even have to worry about routing any water to it because it's a self-watering planter.
Okay, so it's self-watering and it's raised. I don't even have to bend down. This is right up my alley.
Exactly, and it's gonna look like so streamlined on this beautiful lanai. Can't wait to get it set up. So what we're gonna do here today is put together the EZCube, put the rolling cart on the bottom, then flip it upright, then we're gonna fill it.
Sounds like a plan.
Now it's time to dump all the soil in. I went with an organic potting mix. This planter needs a potting mix. There's a difference between garden soil and potting mix and raised bed garden soil, for example. They all have different amounts of peat moss and stuff for proper drainage for whatever container you're in.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, well, there we go. We got potting mix. I probably bought too much. We're gonna dump it in and see.
Okay.
No.
I know it's really heavy. It's because it's wet.
It rained last night at Lowe's or at Home Depot. One bag down. So right here, I want to point out what we're going to do when we fill the soil. First, break up any big chunks that you might see, but I want you to push down the soil into these like cups in the wicking cell.
Okay.
That's how we're going to make sure that soil makes contact with the water in the reservoir below. That's going to help us. That's going to help the.
Don't touch. Okay.
I like your gloves.
Oh, you do?
I like your gloves.
All right, I think we're ready for a second bag. You think you pressed in the wicking cells over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna get these ones a little bit.
It's just because the wicking cells at the bottom,
Water.
that's what's exposed to the water below.
Got it.
And so that's where
it's
the
gonna
water gets
carry.
in, and through capillary action in the
Capillary
soil, the water's
action.
going to come up
Oh, yeah.
to the bottom of the roots of the plants.
There you go.
Now, before we put any plants in, we're going to do some soil amendments. These are basically what's going to add the nutrition for your plants to feed on over the next couple months, but we're not going to use all the bag. You're going to keep the bag, and you're going to do it at whatever. Yeah, there's like, you know, sometimes it'll say do it every 2 months or so.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one says like it'll
Every couple
like
months.
side dress during the growing season, every couple months. So that just means like put a handful of worm castings next to the plant as it's growing every couple months.
Okay.
And what's interesting about worm castings is you can also make like a homemade liquid fertilizer called worm tea with worm castings.
Oh.
So I need scissors. I can't do this.
Worm, right?
Yeah,
Real worm.
it's from, yeah, you know the worms I bought from my compost?
that's
It's those worms. Yeah.
Is this worm like skin?
No, it's poop casting. We can do probably half the bag in this amount of soil,
Okay.
and then you can, we'll just spread it throughout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just kind of mix it in the top layer of soil, but you don't have to be too precious about it because we're going to come back in with the fertilizer too.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to do this Dr. Earth fertilizer that's perfectly formulated for tomatoes, vegetables, and herbs. And also, you can't overdo it, generally.
Okay.
You can have fertilizer burn if you're using a synthetic fertilizer,
But not
which
organic.
usually has like super high NPK numbers. This is nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus.
Okay.
And so if you had a synthetic fertilizer, it might be 20-20-20.
Oh.
But 4-6-4, you're not going to burn the plant.
Okay.
This one says mix 1 1/3 cups for 10 square feet of growing area. So how many cups is in here? We'll just do like, you know,
Cup.
we'll just do some. It's okay.
Well, that's too much.
No, it's not.
Oh, you
okay.
can't burn your crops.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not going to burn the crops.
Um.
Look, we only used maybe a cup in the whole thing.
Okay, Jay. So what plants do we need?
Okay, so my sister here is in South Florida. She's in Palm Beach Gardens, that's zone 10B. I'm in Melbourne, zone 10A, so she's actually a little bit warmer than I am. So it's August now, we're definitely gonna go with warm season crops. So I got a cherry tomato, a bell pepper, and a jalapeno pepper. And then I tried to stack in some perennial herbs like thyme and oregano that would last a really long time in the planter, but also a more temperamental basil, and we're gonna have to see how that goes.
Okay, that's perfect because my girls, every time I have a bowl of cherry tomatoes on the counter, they just snack on them all day. They're gonna love this.
Oh, perfect. And you can make a little caprese salad with the basil,
Yes.
something like that. And then I also added some flowers. It's really nice to put flowers in your vegetable garden as well. It adds a nice little breakup to the vegetable crops and also gives something nice for the pollinators. So now that we've got the fertilizer and the castings mixed in, what we're gonna do is lay out our plants in the arrangement that we want, and then we'll transplant them in. I find it much
idea.
easier to stay organized that way.
Yeah.
So
This is Bonnie
Let's-
Greenbell.
I will say we're gonna come back in at the end and put the trellis and the net system on top. So we're gonna avoid planting anything directly in the center because you can avoid putting the stem directly in the center because there is a center portion of the trellis.
Okay. So is this plant has a couple holes like a critter was on it, a worm?
Yeah, it's probably
So
a
should I
caterpillar.
check for one, or
Yes.
so that we don't multiply them in the garden?
Yeah.
Is it okay to have my tomatoes
agriculture.
next to my bell peppers?
She just asked about whether she can have a pepper or a tomato right next to each other. One of the things that I struggled to realize when I first was learning how to garden was really the reason behind some of those things, like don't plant X plant next to Y plant. And the reason is because they have similar diseases or similar pests. So
Right.
like
I
if
knew
the
a
tomato
similar
plant
pest.
gets tomato hornworm, is the tomato hornworm going to jump and infect your pepper plants as well?
Okay.
So no peppers
But we
and
don't
tomatoes.
have to worry about that if we have the netting.
Right, for the most
Okay.
part.
So then it would just be a disease if they happen to get disease. But we're using organic soil.
Yes.
We're not getting diseases.
Well, you can still get diseases if you have organic soil. Trust me, we get powdery mildew all the time. But these plants, you might get tomato blight.
I see.
That's a common disease that happens to tomatoes.
Did we make that the spot for the tomato?
Oh. Okay, where do you want?
Sure.
You put it where you want
Do
it.
I want my tomatoes surrounding my bell pepper? Or like
We're
in a
gonna
line?
here's what I was thinking.
I think
Hold
I want
on.
them in a line.
Here's what I was thinking when I bought it. I was thinking the pentas and the moss rose would be what makes your thing kind of symmetric like this.
Pretty. Okay.
Because there's one of,
So we're gonna do
Each.
those on the sides.
this is like the front face, yes.
Front side. Okay.
Kind of like this. And they'll expand and grow and fill in the space.
Okay. Room for growth.
Yes. And then, so we also have 2 thyme plants, but they're kind of stuck together.
Oh, we'll do it like vertically.
We can do them right next to each other, which
Yeah, like
actually I do recommend because it's much easier to harvest your herbs. Like when you plant similar herbs right next to each other, you can just grab a handful and cut them versus having thyme here and thyme here.
Where's the other one of this one? Did you get that one?
There's only 2 peppers. That's a jalapeno pepper.
Oh.
So I would put basil.
Flowers?
It looks like we have 3 basil plants. Lucky us, because there's 3 tomato plants. So basil
And
goes
tomato.
well. It's a common companion plant to put next to each other. People actually say that basil next to your tomato will influence the tomato's flavor and make it better. I don't know if I really believe it, but
believe it.
you know, why not plant it together when you have it?
Wait, what's this one?
This is oregano.
Oh. How?
It
That's
is
oregano.
beautiful. Oregano is beautiful.
Sure is.
It drapes over the side. So I would recommend actually putting
Front and
it,
center?
it's low lying. So I would put it front and center and let
tomatoes
it
in the
drape.
back. Okay.
At least because we're gonna put the
Definitely.
net on and you can roll it up and have it exposed whenever you want.
pretty.
And it would be so pretty to have your oregano fall out.
Okay, so which one's going to be taller, the bell pepper or the tomato?
Tomato will be taller.
So let's put those in the
Well, I don't know. Really, they might be the same. Let's do. We can look.
let's
We
do
can do
tomato
one
Well, they
near
need
the
to be by
center.
the
We can do it near the
basil.
center, but not directly in the center. Just slightly off.
Okay.
And then I'm going to separate this basil.
Near the.
This is the one that I'm worried will bolt, but
Yeah, I
you
didn't
know.
have good luck in my
So
herb
the
garden with.
the shade cloth
Basil.
has the benefit of extending your growing season. So plants that normally wouldn't do well this time of year with this heat and this sun intensity and stuff, you should be able to plant things a little bit differently because of your planting environment, your microclimate, basically.
Okay.
This one is
The back.
called
Dipladenia.
Dipladenia. It looked so pretty. I had to buy it.
Go back there.
Okay, let's get to transplanting. What we're trying to do is water in the seedlings to try to get that root system to try to set in the new soil. So just do it gently like that. We're not going to do all the water that we need because we're going to fill the reservoir too. And I guess we can take our gloves off now.
Oh my gosh, I have a garden bed.
All right, so now you're gonna fill the reservoir. It's just a little tab that you can lift up and turn out of the way. I would use a different setting. Yeah, not
Jet?
shower.
I did.
And it does, I'm not gonna lie, it takes a long time to fill it up from empty.
Oh, because it's
You'll be
going
doing that for
all
like 5
throughout
minutes.
the bottom
Yeah.
of the
It's gonna take
planter.
solid 5 minutes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. The first thing we're gonna do is take all these out, and you wanna save them in case you ever want to remove this.
Okay.
Like, you know, when you're hosting Thanksgiving and you want to take the pretty trellis and net off, all you got to do is pull it up.
Okay.
It's really easy. And then you can show off your plants. So, okay. And we'll do a couple layers of these. Sorry, I shouldn't have given that. It's really like, we can only do one at a time. Is it this way? Yes. You just pop right in. We're gonna pop this one in too in the center. So this is what I meant about the support right in the center and not wanting to. Yeah, it looks cute. What do you think, Kane? What do you think? Oh, he's scared of me. If you'd like to purchase one of these yourself, you can check out my code Space Coast Harvest 10 off at vegogarden.com. I'll drop links in the description box below. Again, this is one of my favorite beginner-friendly planters that you can buy. What do you think?
I'm obsessed. I can't wait to watch everything bloom and then I can harvest.
Yes. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Be a hand model. Ask me about these.
What are those?
That's not my line.
No, yours is something you would never guess.
Oh. That's a dumb thing to say. They're not climbing plants.
Okay.
Wait, you go. It's okay. You can say it. You can.
Well,
think.
I don't have anything to say yet.
Okay. You can cut that out. Okay.
Can you take it off?
Okay. Now.
On camera. Oh.
Yes. Now we're gonna dump all the soil in.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Oh. Sorry, outro. Oh. You're just gonna talk?
I think we're just saying. Oh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. Yeah.